Hi. In this video, I'm going to walk through explanations for the counting coins. The key element for this specific coding is that I have to be able to read each token in each lines, and also I should be able to recognize the types of coins such as quarters, dimes, and nickels. We have import Java util and IO to enable scanner functions and other functions as well. Um, I have thrown the file not found exception to avoid compile error. The first thing I do is basically using the scanner input to read the file, right? The input file text. And then I pass that input, the scanner function, to the method called counting coins. So input is now the parameter. And we're on the method part now, and the scanner input is passed on. And the first thing I'm going to do is reading the integer, right? The integer value is equal to input.nextInt, right? After reading the number, I'm going to read the string, which that could be either quarters, pennies, dimes, and so on. And after reading these values and storing these values, I'm going to see if the quarters, the type of the coins, matches each quarters, dimes, nickels, and so on. The last one is pennies because that's the only one that's left. And after that, I'm going to add up the totals. So the total is initialized as 0 at first, but as time goes on, I'm going to calculate total by adding up the previous total plus value times specific number for each type of coin. And this is actually one of the hardest part for me. This was something that I did not understand at first, because when we talk about the quarters and the dimes, there are cents. But at the end, when we're printing out the total money, we have to print out as a dollar. In other words, I have to use decimals. Because the quarter is 25 cents, in terms of dollar, it's going to be $0.25, right? Same reasoning for dimes, it's going to be $0.1, and then nickels is $0.05, and the pennies are 0.01. And the value is basically how many numbers, how many coins are there. So for example, there's 12 coins and there are quarters. So I'm going to multiply value, which is 12 times 0.25, and then add the previous total that we already had, because all we're interested in is the final total money in the end. Okay, and then you repeat, and I have to use the while loops because there's more tokens as we go on, as you can see. So I'm going to read the tokens until there is no tokens at all. So I have repeated it, and yeah, there's also input file 2, right? This is different file, but we're still using the same method. And then at the end, we're going to use the system.out.println in order to print out the total money is equal to the total money, right? Oops, that's not what I want. I'm going to fix that up. Total. Okay, and then if I run it, the results is going to show 0.091. That's the input 1 result, and then 3.84, which is the answer for input 2, right? So $1.09, $3.84. And at the end, if I don't, there's actually no mistakes or errors at this point, but as I explained, I was quite struggling with finding out how I should implement converting the cents into the dollars and how I should count up the totals. But other than that, this coding was fairly easy. And yeah, that is end of my explanation. My name is Hoon, and I am in CSE 142. Professor is Brad, and yeah, my TA, my section is AO. So thank you.